There is a new class action lawsuit against three major health insurance, and that lawsuit claims that United Health, Cigna, and Humana are all using AI algorithms to deny medical claims.
Oh, the Clarkson law firm based out of Malibu is representing the plaintiffs in the case. The firm's founder and managing partner, Ryan Clarkson, joins us now to discuss this landmark case. I think people hear this. We all think that this may be happening. To hear that there are allegations now that it is very scary.
Right. So we have AI rapidly entangling itself into every aspect of society. It turns out that healthcare is no exception. All of us can agree that when it comes to our health, our well-being, our healthcare, these are decisions and conversations that should happen between doctors and patients, but that's not what's happening. We've got health insurance companies, the largest in the country, inserting themselves in that equation and unlawfully denying healthcare that patients are entitled to.
You know, I think we have all faced a prior authorization that's initially denied. So is the allegation that it's not even a real human looking at these requests for, say, surgery or coverage, that it's just AI denying it?
Yeah, the allegations cover three different lawsuits, one against United Healthcare, one against Humana, and one against Cigna. And in each case, we've got artificial intelligence tools and AI algorithms or advanced algorithms that are being deferred to instead of what the law requires, Christine, which is licensed physicians exercising due care to evaluate the specifics of each person's case before denying.
Is that a California law, just to clarify?
There's a California law, but there are federal laws as well.
And everything's so nuanced, right?
Mm-hmm.
To not have a human kind of looking over some of the stuff, or have a conversation and just having AI do it. United Healthcare, you just brought up, specifically being accused of wrongfully denying claims for elderly patients. 90% of the coverage denials for Medicare Advantage claims were reversed. What does this say about the company's actions?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're talking about some of the most vulnerable members of our society, our parents, our grandparents, and in United Healthcare and Humana's situation, these are Medicare Advantage plan holders. So 65 and older, elderly population, and oftentimes what's happening is, let's say there's a slip and fall, maybe there's a broken hip, mom or dad or grandma or grandpa goes in for a hip surgery, requires post-acute care in a rehab facility, and the treating physician says, you get 30 days. That's what you're going to need in order to be able to live on your own and walk and use the bathroom, et cetera. Take care of yourself. But the United Healthcare and Humana are instead deferring to these AI tools who are getting it wrong over 90% of the time. And the reason we know that is because when they're challenged on appeal, they are reversed over 90% of the time.
So what do you hope these lawsuits achieve? What do you want to see change?
Yeah, well, two things. One is we need a change in business practices, right? So we need to get rid of the unfair business practices by increasing transparency. If a denial involves an AI tool, then the patients need to be made aware of that. That will alert them to maybe scrutinize that denial and the basis of it a little bit more closely. We need a frictionless appeals process, and there has to be a human in the loop if these tools are going to be used. That's a licensed physician exercising due care, you know, in evaluating the specifics of each person's claim.
Well, the example you just gave happened to my friend's mother recently, so that hit very close to home. What should you do if you think you're a victim of this?
Yeah, well, first of all, you should reach out to our law firm at clarksonlawfirm.com. We'd be happy to go through the specifics of your case. But listen, look at the denial letters, because sometimes there's an indication on there that an algorithm or AI tool has been utilized. But if there's anything suspicious, if something doesn't feel right, it's probably because it isn't right. Reach out to an attorney like, you know, a firm like ours, and we'd be happy to walk it through with you.
Yeah, and also file a complaint with either the Department of Insurance or the Department of Managed Healthcare, depending on where your plan is, because that's important too for them to track it.
Certainly can do that. Yes, Christine.
Thank you so much. And we do want to mention we received a statement from Optum, a United Healthcare Group subsidiary, and it says in part, our priority is ensuring patients are receiving the care they need. Claims that the Navi Health Predict tool is used to make adverse benefit or coverage decisions are false. Medical necessity determinations are made by qualified physicians following CMS guidance, not AI. We also reached out to Cigna and Humana, but we have not yet heard back.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you being here and breaking this down.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.